you don't stop the push. Witch Doctor in a way does help with that, but he's not the perfect controller.
Yeah, ideally I think you want Rubik. Rubik was, I think, a great ban in the last
he really was.
Being able to steal the Shaker Fissure, good stuff. All around good deep push, good hero.
I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, I love Dragon Knight in this current meta. I feel like he fits very, very well. In fact, I'm really surprised the Vega Squadron haven't picked up the Dragon Knight yet, just because that seems to be one of their go-to heroes. But again, every single time he would have been faced up against the Queen of Pain, which landing phase-wise isn't great. This DK, a lot of pushing power with the Gyrocopter, a lot of team fight capabilities on the side of Navi. What do they need to get this snowball rolling? What's the first real step in this laning phase?
Give Dendi an edge in mid. It's already a really bad matchup for DK.
Yep.
And he's usually the quap in this matchup.
Don't Vega go aggro, though, in the situation. I think they have to make sure that Sonico doesn't roam with the Shaker. I mean, that pretty much means that the mid matchup will be left alone, and I think that's how Vega have to run it.
Sonico's on Venge this time.
Oh, he's on Venge, okay. So Art Style Shaker, no, Art Style Chen, and then...
It's a Funnick offlane Shaker.
Yeah, offlane Shaker, okay. So still, I would say that you want to try to go aggro just to force the Chen's attention to the bottom lane. You don't want the Chen to interfere with mid.
All right, we're going to possibly have a first blood engagement, so I'm going to toss it over to casters, Toby and Merlini.
Yeah, we could have, but it seems like Navi are just going to play this vision range game. Vos isn't going to come anywhere near it, but this is definitely Vega establishing control in the Navi jungle and doing kind of what we talked about with the Enigma in game number 1, where you've got to move aggressively into the enemy jungle and make sure that you just lock up the movement, but Enigma kind of loves Radiant side in a way. Dire side's easier to transition, but when a team does this, you can protect your camp so much better because they're two right next to mid lane, and that's all you need for the first start.
What is this set? Looks like
on the DK.
Looks like a Crusader.
The blazing is that screen so far. Superiority.
Cool.
It kind of looks like he's just taken Scudworth. Not Scudworth. What's the other guy from... other guy. Yeah, not from that same TV show. Futurama. Zoidberg. And just made him into a shield.
Oh, they're putting Beastmaster mid. Why?
Wow, really?
Why are they...
So, is this so they can run the Quap up against the Earthshaker and just establish lane dominance? It looks to be.
Beastmaster does okay.
I don't... But Beastmaster's fine. Like, you can keep him in range with the boars.
This is very interesting.
It's like Vega is trying to establish pure lane supremacy, but Navi have now just like semi-next leveled this. Wow, that's actually quite big. Arstar was able to snipe out the Curry. He might lose his life unless he can deny himself to the jungle creeps, which I think he's looking for right now. He can convert one of the trolls, gonna bounce on down, and is there a denial? No, there will not be. It'll be Beastmaster that takes the first kill up against the Chen. No one? Well, Havors wants to have a crack at this. There's your jump away. Snako was trying to bait that blink anyway, so now he can magic missile and just harass no one down. But that's still worth it. Like you lost first blood, but you took out the courier, which means there's no bottle ferrying.
Wow, they're pressuring top so well with the Vengeful Spirit too, and just giving Gyro.
Oh, he's actually gonna do it! No, a blink away before the last attack can connect. And Snako, maybe he's going to lose his life too. The paralyzing cast going to slow him down long enough for Seaman to get that last attack in. And a Voss, flight cannon turns on. No one. Where is this blink of his? It's not available. Into the trees. Now it's available. Away from a Voss. Half a second. Making it so Vega don't throw away extra kills.
2-0 for them right now. Wonder what he's doing with that troll creep. Looks like it was just in the camp. Looks like he just picked up another creep though.
Probably didn't want it anyway. It was like, I'm here, maybe it can change the fate of my life. But that's kind of where it all ended. But, well, he's got another one. And Solo trying to fight this one, but the Fissure helping out. That was the one coming in from Funnick, and now we're back into this whole world of denial. Roshan, aggro the big man, he can do it, but Arstar, she took the aggro. No! He had the undead minions there, so Roshan actually went for the crush. An ancient apparition's killed by Roshan. Now no one also in trouble. Avos with his rocket barrage needs more of it to go into that Queen of Pain, but she can still get the kill out from the Vengeful Spirit in time. For Gyro is forced back off the lane.
Man, Seaman the Slayer. I mean, what a player this guy is. Having the TP scroll that early to finish off the Chen was pretty important for them, or else Beastmaster might have wasted a lot of his time, because you don't really want to leave your lane that long and chase, like, let's say, to like the top T1 to get a kill. That would just not be worth your time for a level 1 Chen. But because he was there for the cast, and then, you know, rotating up top to bait out the kill on the Vengeful Spirit, and then getting another kill, really nice.
The lanes for Vega Like, Dendy's finding farm in mid. We were kind of expecting that anyway because it's Breathe Fire up against Beastmaster. He's not going to be denying you too many last hits. But it's the bottom lane as well as the top lane, which is just ripping it apart for Vega. Pasha's up at 19-6 up against the 5-for-2 ES. Now, ES did help him to find a kill in the bottom river by throwing at the Fissure, but Funnick right now is in so much trouble. In fact, Solo, it'll take another attack. Maybe she's going to take another 2 attacks to finish him off, so he's finding a way. In fact, now he's also got the bottle arriving, which is nice for him. But they're not contesting any level of farm, and Avors isn't getting enough of it back on the top. He's 12 for 5 as that Gyrocopter up against that safe lane of Vega, which is the Queen of Pain. Now, she's not having a great time. Actually, who's still up there? Is it like Beastmaster's in mid, PL's on the off lane, Quap is, yeah, she's up there. But she's not finding really any kind of farm, but it's still worse. She's finding levels. I'm not feeling the same out from the Earthshaker. I just feel like Vega's winning out in the lanes. It's my point. I was eventually going to arrive at.
I don't know. They do have a Vengeful Spirit Invis in the mid, and this could turn the tide in the mid lane, but this bottle should be coming back right
Radiant's
now.
bottom tower
Vega didn't see it. There's no Observer Ward there. But the Beastmaster, he moved back to pick up his the fairy stuff from the courier.
I thought it was a bottle. Maybe he missed... Is that bottle empty? On the...
What is he sending? Yeah, it's an empty bottle he's sending back.
I think he missed... He might have microed it because he was probably at that same exact HP and mana right before. But luckily for him, Vengeful Spirit does decide to part ways with the mid lane.
Instead, he comes up to the top lane where Seema is just TP'd into. No one... Well, he doesn't have Sonic Wave up just yet, and it's only... Again, he does it again. It's the 2 points blink. 2 points blink, 2 points scream. No points up.
Oh, this build is much different than the other one, though.
Oh, true, because it's different lane.
And it's...
Oh, no one! He blinked down for it! He's underneath the tower. He's going to throw away his life for a Vengeful Spirit while the Force is still going to take the experience from it. May not get the gold, but he gets the experience. Thoughts, Merlini? Thoughts?
It's pretty YOLO.
It's a quality thought.
I like the zero... I personally really like the no Shadow Strike build. It depends on the lane. If you're versus melee heroes, generally Shadow Strikes is a very safe bet.
That TP should be cancelled right now. No one's arriving. Gets one scream off. Double stuns. Artstar actually very low. He tanked the tower for way too long. And Dendy with a Breathe Fire. No one able to blink himself away. He's still ticking down a little bit, but Dendy, the TP out in time will be successful. No one survives to fight another day, and they lose the Chen. And his 2 Centaurs.
Still pretty good. They're really limiting Quap's involvement in this game. It's 6 minutes in. She's not level 6. She's died 2 times. And Funnick, with a haste rune, may be able to pressure her a little bit. I actually think he's going for the kill.
He could chase it. That blink isn't going to save no one. Luckily, the cooldown's a little bit lower. Funnick now. Fissure. Has he got a totem stomp? You bet your Nelly. And that's a solo kill for Funnick on the Queen of Pain. He's managed to find the Dendy haste rune.
It's your first pick Queen of Pain, and they put her in the safe lane, not even in the mid lane, and to maybe avoid some Chen presence. But the Vengeful Spirit has just been, just instrumental in keeping her down early. She's died 3 times in 6.5 minutes. She's still not level 6, and Gyro is out-leveling her by a large margin.
And this is a Force now fighting that space for farm. Vega start the rotations, and like no one comes back to the lane, but there's nothing he can do without support. But the Witch Doctor, he was initially picked up as this sort of counter-push style hero, but he's got some aggression behind him, actually not going for any voodoo restoration. He
counter-Chenish hero.
A counter-Chenish? Yeah, that would stop him.
But yeah, counter-push to some extent.
But he went for the 2 points up in Malediction, as opposed to going for the restoration. So Seema potentially could combo well to find some kills. Potentially.
They do have an Observer Ward to scout out this movement from the Vengeful Spirit, so hopefully not too many deaths coming Quap's way. Mag already actually really farmed with 2 pieces of his Necrobook complete. Denny's net worth is actually above his. I don't know where his 1,000 gold item is. Oh, okay, there it is.
Did that Fissure really not reach?
Dire's middle tower.
That Fissure was like right on the toe of Phantom Lancer, but didn't cancel the TP out to the top lane. So it's like Vega, either they're switching up lanes or they're searching for a kill, but they show Pasha now. So it's just a proper lane switch. While Mag, Alastar's on the wrong side of this. He's got an extra creep coming up so he can see Mag, gets rid of the Hawk, but Is this really going to be worth it for the Chen? Mag keeps running because Denny's right behind him. And, well, there's more support. It's Seema. Look for the paralyzing cast, get to that malediction. It's a guaranteed kill over an art style, but he throws out as much damage as he possibly can to ensure the kill over on the Witch Doctor. The Fissure, if it locks Mag in, then they'd have potential for another kill, but it doesn't do so, so it's just a 1-for-1 trade-off.
Moving PL to the offlane.
Wait, Doppelganger on cooldown. And he actually stuck around to throw that last attack. There's no more Flight Cannon, however. It's only Rocket Barrage. Fancy can get away to safety.
So why'd they move the PL to the offlane? Maybe because his tower's getting pushed. I don't think the solo PL was able to, oh sorry, solo Earthshaker was able to exert that much pressure. Maybe it's just because
they're expecting the rotation from DK or the push from Chen. Like,
I mean, maybe they just want to allow the Quap to move around a lot more because that's pretty much what she's been doing. And if top is a safer lane to farm, then so be it. But I mean, this was the strength. And Dragon Knight plus Chen, bane of a lot of teams that want to take it later because game might end in 20 minutes. Oh, Seema.
This is a bad position. He's actually getting tested down as well as blasted by multiple. The Satyr as well as the ES. No, it kind of feels like Vega are just looking more towards like the means to an end. Like the PL is a means to an end. The Queen of Pain right now, the momentum isn't terrific, so they just use her as a rotator. Maybe she can like give that extra bit of damage to ensure a kill on the lane, and that's all. But rely on the PL's farm to carry you against Navi.
I like that move from Mag. He threatened to roar, but he has no backup. So he's just making them think that heroes are around, when in actuality, no one's around. Phantom Lane just farming jungle, Queen of Pain, and base healing, and trying to stave off a push elsewhere.
Oh, that Vlad's is done now for Phantom Lancer. I think that's actually the full thing flying out in the courier right now to him. We're about to find out. That's just the Morbid Mask part of it. So he's still short the recipe for the Vladimirs. I don't know if he's considering Roshan because they don't really have the damage output to even do that.
Nah, just sustain for farming the jungle because they are pretty much a sacking bottom and then trying to get experience and gold with Beastmaster and Quap as well as PL. So they need to be able to utilize the jungle, and he's the best one to do so.
He could also get really aggressive on that top lane. Like, okay, so now Ancient Apparition is trying to, like, he hit level 6 on that top lane, so that's fine for him. But let the PL go nuts up there. Add pressure towards the tier 2 tower so Navi feel like they're always going to have to be forced into some kind of trade-off position. You're not going to get that from the Ancient Apparition pushing a lane.
Well, he wanted to get level 6.
Yeah.
He can't farm the jungle.
Yeah, but he's got that now. Malediction's going to miss Dandy. Actually just quickly Shadow Amuleting away, and now the Ice Blast is on its way in. And that's going to connect. So Dandy frosted up, but a force support has arrived. A Sonic Wave from no one, doing minimal damage. Dandy will easily survive. The middle tower is killed off. Mag attempted the denial, but not possible. Now even going to get Fissure stunned up, and he's so low on life. The Wave of Terror coming in from Seneko. But Vega, well, it's a paralyzing cast to come in, but it's only going to slow up Navi, and that's all. Luckily for Navi, he didn't actually bounce onto her Vorst, who was TPing away.
They're getting a lot of towers, and this is just, they're already crunched for space to farm just because this Quap has had such a terrible, terrible time. She has 4 deaths on top of that. I mean, look at her items. She's nowhere close to BKB, Orchid, Scepter, the usual items that you want to proceed to after laning phase, but she is trying to fight, but there's nowhere for her to farm. Mag and no one trying to share farm in the mid lane right now. PL in the jungle, and I mean, Navi is just going to systematically dissect these towers, and if they take over the jungle, where does the PL farm?
Nowhere. Like, actually nowhere apart from whatever creep wave hits your own base. And if PL's not even farming, the farm for Navi is getting out of control.
Oh, like, no, they have a Shadow Blade. That is really bad for Vega.
The Silver Edge is going to just destroy the Phantom Lancer. It's absolutely completely destroy him. Not to mention, you've also got Earthshaker very close to having a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, I mean, PL can outplay it, but there's only so much outplay can take when you don't have any items.
It's the instant hit from the Earthshaker. If you can see it coming, yeah, you can doppelganger the Echo Slam, or you could potentially jump away from Dandy. But again, it's this, you need to see it coming. The Beastmaster can help with that.
He'll have it with his tower.
They give it to him. DK took it.
Sell a TP. Get a teammate.
You need that TP. Coming down the bottom lane where it looks like Beastmaster currently killed off Artstyle. So the Chen's on the sideline, the Necro unit being popped there by a Vorst. Took too much damage from that. And that allowed Beastmaster to finish the job. It was the scream from the Queen of Pain that brought him down low enough for that final bit of critical damage. And Seneko underneath the tower now, they're beating one by one. Funnick wants to come up, the Echo Slam, he doppelganging away from it. They go into the Death Wall. It's a triple kill right now for the Beastmaster and the bottom tower. NAVI, well, that advantage was very good until now.
Dire's top tower is under
Wow.
attack.
Yeah, that happens.
Havos doing Havos things, killing the Necro Book and then just immediately getting bursted down.
But NAVI came to help him, and they went one by one.
And
It kind of made sense for a re-engage though. The cooldown went, and if Vega came onto the tower, then it made sense to go for it.
Did ES manage to buy his Blink Dagger before?
Oh,
That's sad.
He's still close. He's still close enough. He didn't lose too much money from it. But yeah, you're right. It's still a sad, sad day. But this is so great for a PL, because this means that the DK and the Gyro, even the Chen, aren't going to be taking out his tier 2 towers at the moment, which means he can establish dominance, also because they took out the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane, you can establish dominance over the Radiant jungle.
Yeah.
And this is going to really push your Diffuser Blade up as far as farm timing goes.
Because Vega lost their T1 tower, which limits their jungle, but if they can respond by taking out the opponent's T1 tower, then that's A-okay. You just trade their jungle for our jungle. No problem.
Dandy, he's coming into the Vega jungle. He wants it all for himself.
He does need the or he does need to make use of the Shadow Blade. The Shadow Blade is an instrument to kill people, and they're still very vulnerable right now without that many items up on the Queen of Pain as well as the PL. So they need, I'd say, get the Blink Dagger, smoke, get some kills, and regain more control of the map, because I don't really think that Vega is really scared to farm out in that many places anymore.
That makes a lot of sense for him. Necro Book level 3 now up for the Beastmaster. Solo stunned up. He's still got the cold feed off, but of course he's got enough time to find the pick off, and before Snakeo's taken too much damage, so he won't go critical from this. Gives him 2 earn charges and the AA's down. And there's that Blink Dagger for the Earthshaker. So jump in time is available now. And where are they going? They're actually going for Roshan. Well, with the death of AA, they've got no easy way to scout it out apart from Hawk. Okay, yeah, they've got an easy way to scout it out.
But he's nowhere close. We see him top.
They're coming in now. The Radiant Observer Ward is down, so they can see Vega moving in. They know Mag is there, and they can see the Hawk moving into position too. So NAVI are willingly taking this fight, but Ancient Apparition is up and running. Now, no Ice Blast is available. They know that. It's on the way in right now, but it's where the engagement's going on, which is where we want to be looking. Down to the bottom river. Snake so low. That was Mags. Necro is doing the work, and a 3-man Sonic Wave is able to connect. Vorst not too healthy again. He needs Necro units, but Pasha, the Echo Sam controls him. The PL's down for the count. The Gyro, well, where is the rest of it? You've already lost your Gyrocopter. Arstyle's going to drop through, and no one. He's just battling from up here on the high ground. A perfect vantage point to watch Dandy die. He might be able to pick up a double kill, even a triple kill, because he had the help from the Chen units of Art Style. And maybe Dandy, one more attack into no one. One more attack into no one. And where is it? Where did he go? He's actually invis, and we're watching from the perspective of the other team. And it's going to be Dandy, Seema in the tree line. The attack there's just done. The Ice Blast is going to kill off Dandy, but Seema in the tree line, still running away from the Centaur. One more attack, it cannot finish the job. The 2 supports from Vega are the only ones to remain alive.
Roge is still really low. I think both teams have to go into the pit very soon, because PL has that Vlad's, and they also have the Beastmaster Boar, so Vega could easily steal it, and this is just going to be a bloodbath.
They're coming back. The TPs are on the way from NAVI.
They know that it's just so low. It's probably still, what, like, yeah, 30.
50%.
It's ish. It's not safe for either team, I think, to, like, let's say, push top lane for Dire. And if you want to push out top lane as Radiant, you better walk there, not TP there.
Both teams are scouting it out. One with Seneko and the other one with the Vortex. Pasha coming back down to the neighborhood again. No one's going to go
Radiant's top tower is under
in. They
attack.
actually are happy to let it go. Yeah, with 10 seconds until Dragon Form, but Denny's not having any part of it.
AA Blast is really difficult to deal with inside the pit. And again, it's the Beastmaster Hawk providing them the vision that they need in order to take and engage inside the pit. And I think they have to be more cognizant of it. If I'm not exactly sure what the best way to do it is. Maybe like blink up to that position. But looks like PL making his venture inside the pit.
I think they saw the TP up to the top lane from Dendi and then realized, wait, that DK's not even involved in this fight. We can go for Roshan now.
I think that was a big mistake by Dendi to TP up there.
If he TP'd the tier 2 tower, then maybe he would have kept it a secret that the TP was used.
Yeah.
But yeah, it reveals it all. And divorced! Whoa! He just walked in, the Death Ward's gonna come up, but the Ice Blast is a horrible choke point with the Sonic Wave! VS as well as Gyrios get obliterated on the ramp! And Vega, after taking an Aegis, they basically got the silver platter delivered by Navi to their doorstep.
The haste rune. Oh, the rune of life for Loda, the rune of death for Havost.
That's all we came for. You can't use haste when you get roared like that. And then this Ice Blast, the positioning of no one was perfect.
I wonder if it would have been better for Navi to try and make a big play inside the pit with the Earthshaker. Because the Earthshaker, he sat outside the pit and then he fissured in, which is a very passive play because you have to wait like 15 seconds. The Echo was down at that point in time, so you had to like blink in, fissure, and sacrifice your life with enchant. But after that, you can follow it with a call down. You can maybe get swapped out so you can do more stuff later.
It looked like Navi just didn't want any part of it though.
Well,
like the fact that they didn't have Dendi there.
Yeah, that was a big deal that he TP'd to top. I don't actually know why he TP'd to top.
But the only thing that Navi wanted was the haste rune, and I say Havost wanted that.
Yeah, just not on the same page there from everyone.
He came in for an aggressive ward plan, and they know it. Paralyzing Cask, Malediction, he's not getting anything else off here. The hilarious thing was, though, with the timing, Navi's courier flew over the top of him. So that's where they got the first bit of vision, I believe.
Navi was just on different pages right there. Dendi wanted the farm top. Earthshaker wanted to stall for Dendi with the fissure. And then we saw Gyro just want to fight, getting that haste rune. And you can't be on different pages when it's 4v5 right outside the pit.
And so, 11-18, Vega. They're ahead in the kill count. Man, Mag's looking terrific on that count, but this is what I was waiting for. Like, not the SMY for the Gyrocopter. It's primarily the Phantom Lancer having that diffusal blade. Because this is going to really screw around with Navi during the fights.
They need a BKB on Gyro.
Yep.
I think pretty soon.
Like, gotta be careful about art style. Because, like, even with this little bit of chip burn, he doesn't have a lot of mana left now.
They haven't gotten any picks with the Dragon Knight Shadowblade. It's helped them like get that kill in the team fight, but aside from that, it hasn't actually been as useful, and I would like to see them use it to get some picks.
That's like the end of the team fight too that ended up happening. Now your Sonic Wave. No one's just committing it to try and get rid of that creep wave, but now it bought time. Vega want to get the hell out of here, or they could actually, if they hit a good AA Blast, which they can do on a Force, with that Death Ward, it's going to get stunned up, but that's an Aghanim's Ice Blast on the way in here. He'll connect on 3 heroes from Navi, killing off one of them. A Force is going to chip out right now. They know he's dead, so they can just let him to die, leave him to die. The Aegis Immortal triggering out from the PL, so yep, there goes your Gyrocopter. Pasha back to the world of the living. Dendi was able to stun him up almost instantly with the cold feet, and Pasha so low on life. The Chen Nuke is there from Artstyle. He'll get the kill. Is there any more follow-up? Mag is behind him, but you got fake Dendi's chasing after him, so he's been pushed out of the lane. And Solo doesn't want any piece of this at all. Artstyle still hanging around so low. One set of axes would kill him.
That was a sick echo from Funnick right there. And then on top of that, that bought time for Dendi to run in and cancel the death ward from Woodchuck.
That would have been death. That would have been death. I kind of want to get back and see that Echo Slam now.
It was big.
That one.
Yeah.
Seamer and no one really couldn't do much.
And what level does PL have with double walk? He dies right over here. He didn't.
It's 2 during the fight.
Oh, it's yeah, level 2. Level 2 is a 20-second cooldown. That is extremely long.
That's
ideally you'd be able to double walk right here, right after the Aegis respawns. But then he's able to connect with the stun, and it looks like he's about to make it away. And then Art Style with that test of faith to end up finishing him off.
That's a really weird build for PL. You always want you want to get that up to 4. Doppelganger, you want to have it 4 as quick as you can.
That really depends. And I've seen a lot of PLs that want to farm. They always they always take skills and stats because they want to be able to farm the jungle as quickly as possible. And when you go Vlad's, you do it for a better like 20 to 30 minute phase as opposed to trying to be really strong in the 10 to 20. So it's just a trade-off. You know, it's just like, you know, building Yasha before BKB. It's a very similar thing that you just want to be able to farm faster so you can be way stronger at 20 minutes. But then again, if you're fighting a lot, you probably do want it. And I think he would have been completely safe had he had it.
I think when we can look at 35 kills in 23 minutes, they're fighting a lot. Maybe not the PL all the time.
Well, maybe he didn't expect them to fight with the Aegis though, right? Like,
sure.
Just like, okay, well, they have the Aegis, let's back off. But a lot of the teams in Europe are not that sort of team.
Yeah. And this kind of push, all of NAVI is rotated up to try and stop this. Every single player. Maybe they could find one pick off the observable drop so they can see Mag, but the Ice Blast is perfectly in with the Roar and the Necrogears. They're stuck in the trees again, and even one of them is stolen by Arsar with a Sonic Wave. It's a real choke point. The Earthshaker Fish doesn't make it easy to get through, but there is a small gap on the right side, and that's what Denny was pinging out. Get yourself out of here and chase them down. The Sentry was there for the dire side, but they didn't even reach that, and you need that doppelganger away. Avoids the breeze fire of Denny. The paralyzing cast was slowing up Navi too. The rockets on the back of Pasha, but he's okay. He's got enough life. Seaman was giving a lot to him. So Vega is back out. It's the Beastmaster for the Earthshaker.
We still see how fragile the PL is, even when he has like some items.
But it's when you go for this type of build. Like maybe once he's got the mana style up and running, he'll be a little bit more tankier.
But that was with the Earthshaker just completely locked down that fight, and really only Dendy's is able to keep him at bay.
Well, we've lost Seema. Hopefully not for too long. We don't need our long delays like we had last night. That is one of the ways that I would say one of the ways. It is. It was a problem that happened between the Vega and IP game, which ended up making a 1 hour game stretch out to almost 2 hours in length.
What level is Dendy? He's level 16 already, yeah. I thought I saw a Frost Dragon. That's a big deal when you're trying to deal with a Diffusal PL, because I mean, I guess there's Phantom Rush, but still, just having so much AoE splash to kill those illusions ASAP so you can identify and nail the real one is really... I didn't expect him to be level 16 so quickly.
Oh. It's... He's still, like, remember, like, all those fights still happening, like, the one he wasn't there, you're still farming up on top lane. Yeah, he's not involved in the Roshan dropping down, but he got a lot of space while the rest of Na'Vi were pushing and fighting and doing that kind of stuff.
I wonder if it'll be a Mjolnir DK. Usually we see AC after the BKB. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you would really prefer an Assault Cuirass in this game. Your goal was to push and take high ground.
Yeah, but they are behind in kills, and they didn't get Roche. And with that sort of thing signifies that the momentum of the game is not going in your favor.
Are you worried more about like the PL illusions with Mjolnir, or just thinking about like the pushing speed?
Oh, definitely PL illusions. So Mjolnir is for killing PL illusions and taking team fights outside of the base, and AC is way better for pushing high ground. I mean, it does augment a lot of the gyros damage too, so it's not the worst thing in the world to go for AC in order to deal with PL. But he doesn't have that much HP right now. Like, all his items are like a lot of agility, so his illusions are still fairly fragile.
But in the later portion of the game, yeah, I suppose it will still work anyway. Like the Lightning Shield would also help. All those little PLs beating India. Let it proc.
It's because a lot of time DK just gets ignored in team fights, especially when he has BKB. They're just like, okay, whatever, you can just do your thing, we'll kill everyone else because you don't do that much damage. And this way you can build for a way heavier oriented damage build with a Mjolnir as opposed to a half offense, half defense with AC.
Interesting to see Snako walking around with that gem. I don't know if she belongs to him if he actually just purchased the gem, because they've got 2 gems there, so I'm assuming they're holding on to... Yeah, they're holding on to Solo's gem. And the one that's in the stash must just be the one they're holding in a position where Vega, there's no way they could pick it up. So it's just more of a safety first thing.
So BKB out on Gyro, it had... Like, as soon as you see Diffusal on PL, you have to counter by getting a BKB. So, it's a good choice.
Well, at the right time too. He had the cash for it. Ice Blast coming up to Snako is now going to be very, very sad. Because he basically can't swap. He can't, because if he does, it's suicide for him. But at least he has that new cloak, because that was one of his latest purchases.
Yeah, he can earn right back up and be useful in team fights, but it looks like they completely died out of the area. NAVI have seen that, and they're going for a smoke.
Yeah, no vision for Vega. The Hawk was making its way down the left tree line, or the western tree line. But they'll get themselves into Vega's jungle. But that's not what Vega is. Vega are closer towards Roshan than anything else. And that's a long way to travel. And Roshan's not up yet, so they only see Pasha. They'll have to head further north. Vega, are they just back shopping? They feel something coming? With an observer ward on the high ground, now they're going to see... Oh, no! He doppelganger evaded, but still, they've got the control back. It's the Fissure. Where's that totem stop? Okay, they just have the Dragon Tail stun. Smoke gang for the PL. You blew the Echo Slam. You can do that one anyway. You still got the kill. Worth it. Worth it for NAVI. Especially worth it if they can wait the extra 10 seconds for Roshan. So they have a 35-second window with no PL where they could technically go for Roshan.
Is Soniko going to walk in? Or just checking the rune?
He's going to walk in.
Oh!
And the time. It's like 3-4 seconds. Wait, what, really? That does not look like 12 seconds.
Okay, here they go with their early high ground push. Looks like he already has his Hyperstone, he has his gem. I mean, PL can't buy back. 20 seconds left, that is just way too
That Sonic
time.
Wave was so early, it only affected 2 of the creeps and even hit the Chen army.
Does he have Scepter?
Yeah, he has Scepter.
Okay,
he has Scepter. He just didn't do anything against the initial wave. So these axes, you potentially could have gotten through a couple of these creeps of Art Styles. But they'll Fortify up. It's 2 seconds until the PL's up, and it's just time for NAVI to get the hell out of here.
And again, NAVI, they have these lineups that can just...
Mag!
Oh.
He jumps out, goes for the Roar on Dendy, but he already got himself... Well, or does he? No, he actually just healed up, Shadow Blades up, surges for Mag, no one, very, very low on life. The Breathe Fire Pass in the middle of the fight too. He's so low on life, he's down for a minute, so is the Queen of Pain, so is the Beastmaster. This could be it. This could be NAVI punching the primary ticket to TI from the European qualifier. They will take mid-Rex.
Queen of Pain. I don't know. Mr. Ult blinks in, dies without a BKB. What is going on here? This base defense should have been a lot more robust, and instead Vega just crumbling yet again.
His bottom tower is under attack.
I cannot give you an answer.
The smoke gank I think was okay, but I mean NAVI, they're just such an experienced team. They see one weakness and that PL's dead for 20 seconds, and then they take 2 racks as well as getting 4 more kills and almost ending the series.
NAVI's making the right choice as well. I think of Vost, he was the only player that went out through the mid because he wanted to move up and take the 3rd racks, but Arstyle must have made the call. Everyone, get your ass down to Roshan. We kill this guy off, or potentially we wait for Vega to come out and we kill him then. Like, because Vega, with that one fight, that one defense on the high ground, they've basically gone to wildcard.
She blinks into she's isolated on the side because of the cooldown and just immediately dies. And we see the PL similar fate afterwards. And
he just doesn't know how to get away. They just went out so far. Oh, Vega. Oh, this is nice for them. The pings just came out from Dendy though. Like they saw him blink in, so they understand what's going on. But it almost looks like they're okay with this. And the Saturn's going to come over and be a nuisance, but they're not in position to contest.
This is a similar position to like the YOLO smoke that they made last game, right? It's just you have to go for this play. You are 2 racks down, and the more down you are, the more riskier plays that you have to get. I think that it's something that some teams don't understand, but Vega, they certainly understand. You just have to go. If you just sit back and defend, they're just going to wait for the perfect blink echo, go in, and just kill people. And that was just so devastating for them. But Vega, they do have the Aegis at this point. We're looking... I mean, how do they win team fights, though, I think is the big problem. PL's not fat enough.
No.
Like,
but you at least have multiple PLs, but the PLs aren't staying alive for long enough to do anything. Like the first wave of PLs that come up, like it's almost like a Voss is waiting to use that flat cannon until a couple of the PLs start to come out, and then he just turns on, he mops them all up. So now he's got a Monkey King bar as well. There's so much damage arriving from him, and then you got the splash damage always arriving from Dendy. So you got nowhere to run away. You have to stand and fight, but PL can't do that. Queen of Pain proved quite significantly during the last fight that she cannot do that. And the Beastmaster is a Raw in the Necro units, but the Necro units are all being tanked up because you've got a Chen who's just letting off hands of gods and mechs at the back line and being not even stopped.
I mean, this is one of the problems with the build. It's really strong at fighting with the Vlad's. Vlad's really strong for farming. Diffusel's really strong at fighting, but you can't survive that well, and that's where the Manta style comes in, or even a BKB, I think, would not be completely out of the question for the PL. Well, you do see a one-man Ice Blast.
Yeah. It also meant that Chen lost his entire army. Artstar lost the Alpha Wolf, the Centaur, and I think there was another one in there too. So Artstar currently has no units to help him. Well, I don't think he cares. He's got mega creeps on the bottom and the mid lane, which are already helping them out.
Yeah, I don't really think they care that they're taking too much spam. They don't have the Aegis though.
Fissure, swap out. They actually found Solo out of position. So the Ancient Apparition's gone down. No Ice Blast affecting them. Going in for the Flat Cannon 2. The Tier 3 tower is lost, and Vega. There just seems to be no answer to this Navi push. At least the BKBs were burned, and now no one. In for the Sonic Wave. Varstar dropping down low. The Malediction. Seamless and Death Ward out. But is there enough damage with the Echo Slam in from the Earthshaker? Vega, the fight will start to turn at this point. Oh, will it? Dendy, he finishes the job. They get the Megas up and running. Sonic will be the sacrificial lamb here. Well, then again, Yulsa drops Fissure. He goes to kill off Mag if he gets this right. In fact, yeah, he turns, throws the Fissure, but no one's going to stick with him. Mag comes in, but Navi lose 4. But the cost is so great for Vega. They are up against Super Creeps, and GG! Navi will be the team that will return to the International, the #1 position for the European qualifier. There's still massive props to Vega. They take second in a very, very stacked qualifier.
I had high hopes for Saniko going into this particular series. Game 1 didn't deliver. Game 2 and 3, his Earthshaker was amazing. Game 4, his Vengeful Spirit just completely demolished Queen of Pain. To be fair, it looked like no one was a little bit...
He's out of it a little bit.
Yeah, uncomfortable with the Queen of Pain, maybe. Blinking in and dying a lot. Some unusual skill builds with the 1-2-0 build that we saw in one game. So maybe not his most comfortable hero, but still, he just did such an excellent job of shutting down their first pick.